There was a time when the internet didn't exist. No Google. No YouTube. No Instagram. No Facebook. A time when information was scattered, disconnected, isolated. You wanted to learn something? You had to search libraries. Send letters. Make calls. Wait. Days. Maybe weeks, but then, one man changed everything. Not a billionaire. Not a CEO. Not a tech celebrity, just a quiet man. With a brilliant mind. And a wild dream to connect the entire world through a single system. That man was Tim Berners-Lee. And this is the untold story of the father of the World Wide Web. Timothy John Berners-Lee was born on June 8, 1955, in London, England. His parents weren't just intelligent, they were pioneering. His mother, Mary Lee Woods, and his father, Conway Berners-Lee, were mathematicians. They helped build the first commercial computer in Britain, the Ferranti Mark I. So when Tim was growing up, computers weren't just machines. They were part of dinner table conversations. They were imagination, curiosity, play. While other kids played with toys, Tim dismantled gadgets, radios, TVs. Anything that had circuits fascinated him. Once, he built his own computer using an old television set and a soldering iron. He was just a teenager. He loved trains. He memorized maps, stations, and track lines. Because to him, connection mattered. He didn't know it then. But that obsession with how things connect would change the world. Tim attended Oxford University and studied physics. But he wasn't your average rule-following student. In fact, at one point, he was caught hacking into the university's computer system and was banned from using it for a while. But that time off gave him space to think. He imagined computers not as isolated machines, but as something more. Something vast. After graduating, he worked at several tech companies. But in 1989, he got a job that would change everything. At CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, in Geneva. CERN had thousands of researchers. But there was a problem. Everyone used different systems, different machines, different data formats. Information was trapped. And Tim thought, what if we could connect them all? So he wrote a proposal. A revolutionary idea. It was titled Information Management, a Proposal. In that proposal, he laid the foundation of the World Wide Web. But his bosses? They shrugged. They wrote in the margins. Vague, but exciting. No budget. No team. Just Tim and an idea, with no support from CERN. Tim decided to do it himself. He started building the web. Line by line. Code by code. On a black, cube-shaped machine called the Next Computer. Tim created the first ever web browser. And the first web server. He worked in silence. No applause. No fanfare. Just one man. And a dream that nobody believed in. He named it the World Wide Web. He also created the first 3 pillars of the web. HTTP, the communication language. HTML, the structure of web pages. URLs, the addresses we use to find content. All of it, created from scratch. But still, no recognition. No salary raise. No funding. Most people didn't even understand what he was doing. But Tim kept going. And then, in 1991, the first website went live. It was simple. Text-based. Just a few links. But it was the beginning of a revolution. Within a year, dozens of websites appeared. Then hundreds. Then thousands. By 1993, Tim released the web technology to the public. For free. No patents. No copyrights. He could have made billions. But he chose freedom over fortune. Why? Because he believed the internet was a human right. Not a product. A tool to share knowledge. To empower people. To bring the world closer. His gift changed everything. The web became the backbone of modern life. Education. Business. Entertainment. Communication. All made possible because of one man's vision. And his selflessness. Today, over 5 billion people use the web. Trillions of websites exist. But most people don't know Tim's name. He isn't on magazine covers. He doesn't host flashy tech events. He never built a social media empire. And yet, without him, none of it would exist. In 2004, Queen Elizabeth II knighted him. He became Sir Tim Berners-Lee. Time magazine listed him in the 100 most important people of the 20th century. But Tim still lives a simple life. He takes public transport. He teaches. He codes. In recent years, he's been fighting to fix the modern web. He created a new project called Solid. A way to give users control over their own data. Because Tim sees the problem, the web he built to empower people, has been hijacked by companies. And now, he's working to liberate it again. Tim Berners-Lee never asked for credit. Never craved the spotlight. He just wanted to build something useful. And he did. More than anyone in history. Because of Tim. A child in a remote village can learn. A mother can find medical help. A young dreamer can share their voice with the world. One man. One idea. One unstoppable belief. That the world should be connected. So the next time you search something, post something, read, watch, learn, share, remember, it all began with one quiet genius. A soldering iron. A dream. And the courage to build something, for everyone. Thank you, Tim, for connecting us all.